Ariel Helwani in Chicago, Illinois, getting set for UFC 225 alongside Rafael dos Anjos, who of course meets Colby Covington this Saturday live on pay-per-view for the interim UFC welterweight title. Rafael, how are you?
Doing good.
Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you, too.
We have a lot to talk about, and I know that you're very focused on Saturday night, but I would be remiss if I don't ask you about a bit of news that came out today, and you probably don't even know about this because I know you're very focused on the task at hand, but Conor McGregor did tweet out that he was supposed to fight in Rio on May 12th. And I told you this privately, but I had heard that he was supposed to fight you for the interim welterweight title. At the time, you had told me you didn't know much about this. Do you have any more insight on that situation? Of course, it all got scrapped after what happened in Brooklyn. But how close, in your opinion, was this fight to actually happening?
Yeah, actually, I didn't UFC didn't contact me to talk about that fight at all. You know, everything that I've been hearing is from other people, other sources. But myself, I didn't have, UFC didn't contact me to talk about that fight, not even once.
And never, right? Like not even.
You know, I saw rumors, you know, but nothing directly, you know, about the fight.
Do you think if you win this fight, you might get that fight?
Yeah, if the Irish boy wanna try his third belt, I will be there, you know, and I'm sure I will win, and I have no doubts on my mind. You know, I come this far on this, you know, I had a good run at lightweight, and now I went to welterweight. Now I've been having a good run, and I have everything that it takes to win Saturday night. And if he wanna make history, get his third belt, I'll be there.
And I think a lot of people felt for you after getting injured prior to UFC 196 because that was such a big deal, that fight. It would be a nice way to end the story if you get that opportunity again, right?
Oh yeah. I think I got really frustrated because I didn't make it to the fight. Not because it was a big money fight, nothing on this nature, but just because I didn't fight. You know, I have 37 professional fights, and I never pull out of a fight because due injury, and that was the first time, and I was really disappointed because of it. And then after that, a lot of things happened. You know, I switched camps, I lost my belt, and I passed through a very bad moment, but I'm raising again.
You have looked so good at 170, and you have talked about the troubles that you've had at 155, how scary it was for your health. Does a part of you wish you did this earlier, that you moved up, long ago, so that you didn't go through all those troubles?
Yeah, I remember when I had the belt back on the days, and Robbie Lawler also, he was a welterweight champion. I was trying to push for that fight, but didn't work out. But after I defend my belt against Donald Cerrone, I had plans already to move up. But then 2 days later, Lorenzo Fertitta called me about the Conor's fight. So then I decided to do one more at lightweight. But now I decide now that's my division, the welterweight. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna stay on that division.
Here we are on a Wednesday evening. How much weight do you have to cut? How much easier is this for you?
Yeah, it's so easy. I'm 14 pounds over, but I have a lot. I'm full of water. Yeah. I have a lot to lose still. And people don't have idea how big I am. I have heavy bones, my bone. I got big head too, and that's weight a lot. And I still have to dehydrate a little bit, but not as much as 155 because I still have energy. I still have a lot on me to lose that extra 14 pounds.
It feels like it's hard to rattle you, to get you really upset, really fired up. Has Colby done anything to really bother you? Anything that he has said about your country, your fellow countrymen, about you? Has anything that he has said maybe crossed the line to the point where you felt like it got personal?
No, nothing that he said affect me. I've been on this game for so long. I know what I have to do, and I'm a cold-blooded fighter. I know on Saturday night I go there after we get locked on the cage. Just me and him. There's no talk, and I put in 100% of my energy on the fight, and he's expending a lot of energy trying to promote it, to try to do his thing, and my 100% of my energy is on that fight.
Do you think he believes what he's saying, or do you think he's just playing a character?
He's just playing a character, I don't think he's that crazy to believe in what he's saying.
Okay. And when you found out that you were fighting him, because for, after the Damian Maia fight, everyone was like, who's the Brazilian that's going to shut up this guy? Did you take it as, okay, I'm going to stick up for my country? Did you view it like that?
Yeah, and I think like he was the last guy to beat the last title contender. He beat Damian Maia, and then I beat the former champion, and this opportunity to fight for the interim title came up. And but like I've been saying on my interviews, and nobody wants that more than me. And I'm not carrying any extra pressure. I have to win that for the Brazilians. Of course I will, but nobody in the world wants that more than I am.
Are you disappointed this fight isn't happening in Brazil? Do you think he should have fought you in Brazil?
I was ready to fight in Brazil, like 4 weeks ago, and I even had to take a couple days off after the fight got rescheduled. But I don't think the place you change the result of the fight. Actually here, it's even closer to home.
Yeah,
it's better. I don't have to travel 14 hours. But of course, I haven't. My last fight in Brazil was 10 years ago in Rio. I would love to fight there again. And I fought in UFC in 2013 in south of Brazil, but in Rio, I hasn't fought in Rio for 10 years. I would love to have that fight there, but it got rescheduled. It's all good.
The fact that this is a title fight is somewhat controversial only because Tyron was a very active champion and he says he's ready to return in a month or two. How will you view the belt?
Yeah, my main focus was fight Tyron, right? But I was told that he said to fight me, he will need to fight in November or December. I can't wait that long. And then this opportunity came up with Colby. But I don't know what Tyron gonna decide to do. And I don't know if he's gonna take the commentator career seriously and vacate the belt. I don't know what he's gonna do after that. But I know I will have the belt. And if you wanna, put his own line, let's do it.
So when you win this belt, you will feel like you should be discussed in the same conversation as Randy Couture and BJ Penn, Conor McGregor, people who have won belts in two different weight classes.
Yeah, I think so.
Even if
I will be among those guys, and especially off my history, everything that I've done for the sport. And all the ups and downs, the overcomes, I think I'll be among those guys.
It's amazing. We were just talking before we began recording. I remember being in Oakland when you broke your jaw at UFC 117, and to think back then that guy would become a 2-division champion seemed far-fetched. Is this more than you ever dreamed of, all of this, the way your career has turned out?
Yeah, like back on the days when I broke my jaw, I thought my career was over. To tell the truth, I thought I'm not gonna be able to get punched on the face anymore, but that's how God does His job. Like He made the impossible possible, and here I am, 8 years later, fighting for my second belt, and I've been doing things right and been having good people around me, and think that's all part of my hard work and be, around good people too.
I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Can't wait for the fight. Good luck on Saturday night.
Thank you.